Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
What's that? 19! 52 right here. 52. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on third, Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? You just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Check 43. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 26, check 26. Kill. Hey, turn it up. No.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down now. It's Gordon, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, Look, I know defensive backs. They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Set! 19!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 44, check 44.
Hey, pick the line!
To throw again on second down. Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards.
Texans, first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Here's Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on second and 8. Rivers. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Throwing. Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Slam, slam.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 3, check 3. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Get high.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That's their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 13. Check 13.
12. Hey, ready?
Kill.
Behind.
Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Texans 7, Chargers 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. What a spin. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind preview coming up at the half. We'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Second 90, black 11. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Come on, baby. Come on. 80 Hunt. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Switch 3 Hunt.
Off the play fake here. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Just got that play off. Now Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. But now it'll be 3rd down. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, over. We're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Check the outs. White, 80 Hunt. And we're going 37.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. you've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. Tighten up. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check. Get on. Big. Hey, Delta. Let's go. Show it in.
Rivers now. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Out. Watch the twist. Check 31. Check. Left. Recon, 132 fighter.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check 9. 6-6, pull it high.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
3rd
and goal for Rivers. This is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what they have. They discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripted 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripted more like 8 to 10. Kind of a start.
And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Check 99.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard. Flat on his back.
Well, normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but that's adopted in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Let's go.
Chargers
Let's
take
do it.
over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary didn't really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Orange 5-4.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. I got one.
Hey, high 7.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Check pass.
Left. Behind.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? No legal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 27. To throw, Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got him, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Good work, man. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put them mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. And even 50 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And this is caught by Fells. Right side. Ball bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant you to play.
Now, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 3rd and 2, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, 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 check. He's checking.
Hey, downtown.
Crash, crash.
Plus the right. X3, 218, chopper.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Here we go, here we go.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Here's Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Orange 5-4.
Wide, get wide.
Wait, 89.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 37, check 37. Watch twins, watch twins.
They run it here with Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check, check, check 41.
Be a long day.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
I smell fear in that offense.
Slam, slam, slam.
A toss play, Gordon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Championships, baby. Switch. Check.
Now they'll run on the ball. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, 79.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 29-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.